All right, in this video, I am going to show you how to create email templates inside of the system. What you're going to have to do is click on the settings button in the top right-hand corner of the screen and then select templates. And then you're going to create new template. And then this is the interesting part. You need to select which module is this template going to be sent from. You will not be able to create a template which can be sent at any time through any module. It is not possible. So you'll need to specifically find the module in which this email is going to be sent from, and you need to select that and then say next. Then you get to choose from some designs here. Now, there are some more designs in the other modules, and this financial planning jobs module, where most of your templates will probably come from, only lets you select from these few here. However, the standard modules inside of Zoho, so if we go back to say leads, we can start selecting from some already pre-made ones in the system here that you can see, which is pretty cool. And then you can build on these if you want. If not, then you can just simply select from the outlines up here. So if we just go ahead and we select on this one here, it already fills this stuff with some generic information. So you've already got a design to work with. So you just upload your 3 images and put your text in there, and you're done. So changing and editing this, you can just simply click here and modify and delete that. It's pretty self-explanatory. To change the image, you click the plus button and then you upload or use an image URL. It's very user-friendly. If you need to add in, say, the customer's first name, so let's say, for instance, you say hi, and then you want to say the customer's first name. You actually hold down Shift and press the number 3, which is a hashtag. So you do a hashtag. And now this is really cool. So you now get to merge in a field on the financial planning jobs. In this instance, we can bring in the contact. And then now it does this thing here. And that's called a placeholder. And so if we were to now go into financial planning jobs, and then we were going to send this email to, say, a contact who has an active job with Johnson & Grokey, their name will appear in here. So it'll say, hi, Ben, or hi, John. In fact, this is the contact, so it'll probably say their first name and their last name. So just be mindful of that. The other cool thing when you do this feature is you might turn around and say, well, that's cool, but I need to send them an email that has something in it, but it's unrelated to the financial planning jobs module, as in their contact information is not living in the financial planning jobs. Their contact information is stored in their contact module. There's this drop down at the top, and you can actually select from the contact module. So now what it's going to do is it's going to say, if the contact that's related to this email address has an age filled out on their profile, then we want to bring that over. And so it's going to pull that in from the contact and pop it up onto that age field, which is really cool. So it's going to pop up their age, but that field, the age field, is on the contact module. Hopefully that makes sense. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to go in there and show you real quickly. So we're going to go to contacts, and we're just going to load up me, for instance. Okay, and then we're just going to scroll down here, and then somewhere on here, which is this, which is age. This is coming from Zeppo. So if age was true here and you wanted to show that on that email, because the email is being sent from the financial planning jobs module, which is this one, then you're not going to be able to grab that age address unless you change this so that it has the contact in there and then the dot age. So that's how you do that. And you pull that drop down by simply clicking #3. And then you select the module and then go from there. You can also bring in other users, organizations, and groups and things like that because there are other modules inside of the system and future modules that will show in there as well. So it's pretty straightforward and pretty cool how you can do that. You can add buttons. So one of the biggest features you guys may find is that, see how this is drag and drop? So now I can add a button, click here. And then I'll just put in google.com for now as just a bit of a test. And now there's a button there called click here. And you can just, on the left-hand side, just grab and drag over anything you need onto the screen and you can kind of design it like that. The button URL here, so if you click on that settings, you can change it in here. So button name, button type, which is a web URL, and then a link in there as well. These links in here will be very unique to you guys because you'll more than likely be asking customers to fill out forms from Zoho Forms, and the URL is going to be looking something like that, but there's also going to be some really crazy like encryption up here, which we need to generate to be able to get identification happening. So there's some customization around these button fields, so be very careful when editing them in the future when there's some pre-made stuff. But while you're designing and creating these fields, give it a good whirl and jump in there and create the buttons. But these hyperlinks are going to have to be specifically designed to link over to forms if there's any kind of automation around that. And that's when you'll need to speak with Idento on that. In the top left-hand corner up here, we have the template name. So that's just something that you can see when you go into the settings and then you go to templates. It'll just be whatever it's called here. But then underneath that is called the template subject. So this is the subject of the email that's going out to the customer. And yes, you can do hashtag in there as well. And then say contact first name and then just say, we have something for you. Okay. And then yes, their name will be put in the subject line automatically. Once you've done that, you click save and a little pop-up box will pop up. If I just click that right now, I can't do it. A little pop-up box will pop up and it'll ask you whenever you're editing an email just to kind of put in a reason why you're editing it. And it does keep a log of how many edits there has been on a specific email as well and why. That's pretty well it. Thanks, guys.